Hello everybody, my name's Terence and welcome to KopThis. Basically guys, for those of you that are regular viewers, you may have remembered from my last video that I said that I was going to do a previewing our 10 remaining Barclays Premier League fixtures for the season 2013/14. However, upon reflection, I've had a slight change of heart and I've decided to preview each of these remaining games before each game takes place and then review it afterwards. Okay, so I'm going to start off basically with game 1 of 10, which is versus the Scum and Old Toilet on Sunday the 16th of March, 1:30 PM British time, GMT, kickoff. Basically guys, I think that this is one of the first times for a long time, and I think that you'll all agree with me, that we can honestly turn around and say that we can go to Old Trafford, Old Toilet, with no fear whatsoever. We're a whopping 11 points clear of United, which is almost unheard of, really, isn't it, for a United side at this stage of the season, especially when you take into account that they are defending Premier League champions. It's safe to say that they will absolutely not win the Premier League title this season. And as for top four, well, their hopes of securing top four, I'd say, are all but over. And if we do go and win an Old Toilet, I think that we'll have hammered in the final nail in this, Manchester United coffin. Earlier on in the season, we were 1-0. This was during September, courtesy of Daniel Sturridge's early goal. Luis Suarez didn't play in this game. He was still serving his 10-match ban for biting Branislav Ivanovic. However, he did return versus United in the Capital One Cup game at Old Toilet at the end of September, where we were beaten undeservedly 1-0. Luis Suarez obviously lacking match fitness in that game. Last season's corresponding fixture against United ended 2-1 to the Scumbags. But basically, guys, I feel that we could genuinely go there with nothing to fear. I think that the way that we'll approach the game is that we'll let United keep the ball, and we'll look to hit them on the counter-attack. We'll look to break at pace and get at United. And I think that we'll be able to pick them off. I think that defensively United are worse than we are. I know that we've come under a lot of criticism defensively. But, Nemanja Vidic is no longer the player that he was. Chris Smalling I don't rate as a particularly good centre-back. I don't think that, Phil Jones isn't a very good player. I just look at their back four. Patrice Evra, not particularly good. And their back four for me, the aging Rio Ferdinand, they lack pace defensively. Certainly as a centre-back pairing, they lack real pace. And I think that if we hit them on the counter-attack, I think we could really get at United defensively. And I think that we should cause them far more problems than they can to us. David De Gea is a decent shot stopper, but he's still a bit awry on crosses and corners. And, he comes and flaps at the odd ball. So I don't think that we have an awful lot to fear in terms of United. Even from an attacking point of view, Robbie Van Persie and Wayne Rooney, they were fantastic together last season, but I don't think the same could be said of them this season, guys. They've played very few games really together, haven't they, this season compared to last season. Robbie Van Persie's been injured for quite a lot of games, as well. So they just don't look the same pairing, and I think that, frankly, Wayne Rooney's £300,000 a week contract's nothing short of ludicrous. I don't know what you guys think. I'd like to know your views on it. It's a joke of a contract. I wouldn't mind if Wayne Rooney was one of the very best players in the world, but I really don't think he is at this moment in time. He's not one of the very best players, and, those wages are nothing short of scandalous, let's be fair. But hey, we'll leave United to carry on making their own mistakes, and, let's watch Liverpool carry on finally ascending back up to the top of the table. We sit very well in second. Of our last 9 games, we've won 7, drawn 2. United's last 10 league games are rather interesting in that they've won 5 of those, which is quite ordinary, really, for a side that are defending champions. Lost 3 and drawn 2. They've won 3 of their last 6 games. United drawn 2 and lost 1, so that's their last 6. I don't think that we have anything to fear at Old Toilet anymore. You know, when you had Slur, should I say, just Alex Ferguson in charge of United, there was the fear factor there. Sides would go there and know that it would be the longest 90 minutes of their lives. I think since Gollum, you know, aka David Moyes, has taken over at United, sides don't fear them anymore. You know, sides go and they get at them. Look at West Brom beating them at Old Trafford earlier in the season. Look at them being held to a draw against Fulham. You know, look at some of the embarrassing results that United have had. I mean, they lost away to Stoke. They've lost a few games this season. I mean, they drew 2-2 at Cardiff. They've had a fair few bad results this season, guys. And I think that United are there for the taking. And it's very, very rare that I predict that we're going to go to the Scum, you know, to Old Toilet, and that we're going to get a win. I think we're going to win convincingly, guys. And I really do. I think it'll be a 2-1 or a 3-1 win to us. I think that Suarez and Sturridge, SAS, are both going to get on the score sheet. It wouldn't surprise me if Captain Fantastic Steven Gerrard or Raheem Sterling get on the score sheet, or, you know, even a defender from a header from a corner, Daniel Agger, Martin Skirtle. It wouldn't surprise me to see you know, a set piece goal from Liverpool, whether it be from a corner headed or whether it be from a free kick. You know, Luis Suarez, Steven Gerrard, you know, and so on. I just genuinely don't think that we've got an awful lot to fear. I think that United's midfield's very ordinary. I think that Tom Cleverley is not a particularly good midfielder. Michael Carrick, you know, I don't see anything to fear, guys. Januzaj, I don't think, you know, it's not a world-class Manchester United lineup anymore. And a lot of people will turn around and say it's the same side that won the Premier League last season. It is. However, I still feel that even last season, I think that Ferguson was very lucky that Rooney and Robin Van Persie scored so many goals. Without the goals, they wouldn't have won the league. You know, and obviously you can say the same with any side. You know, without their goals, they're not going to win the league. But you know what I mean. Without such a quick gelling partnership, because Van Persie had been playing for Arsenal all those seasons, you know, they wouldn't have won the league. And I feel that Ferguson took the cop out. You know, they won the league. They were quite fortunate to do so when on paper sides such as City and Chelsea were lots better in terms of squads. You know, I think that he won the title and he jumped. He jumped and has left an average squad, an ageing squad, behind for David Moyes. And I feel that we should be going there and winning this game. If we win this game, I feel that we'll have all but secured top 4. I think that we'll have to beat Spurs still at Anfield, and then we will have secured top 4, and then we can look onwards and upwards. We're obviously, you know, a few points. We're currently 7 points behind Chelsea, but Chelsea have played a game more than us. So obviously we can close the gap again to 4 points. I think 4 points is a very much bridgeable gap, and I think that we should still try to believe that we, you know, that we can close the gap and that we can still win the title. But, okay, title talk is perhaps a little bit premature at the moment, guys, and I'll focus on that later on. But for now, let's just concentrate on going to the Scum and beating the Scum. I want to know, guys, what you think the starting 11 will be. It's good that Seiko and Lucas are back in the squad. Who do you think will start? What do you think the score will be? But, you know, it'll still be a huge game, guys. Rivalries, derby rivalries, do not get any bigger than Liverpool against Manchester United. And I'm sure that it will be a fantastic game. Let's just hope that come Sunday afternoon, we can be celebrating another 3 points and closing the gap on Chelsea. And, you know, we can say bye-bye to our bitter, nasty rivals and leave them, you know, a whopping 14 points behind us in the league table. That would be sweeter than anything, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll review the game straight after, so I'll put a video up on Sunday after the game against United. Come on, Redmen. Come on, let's beat those scummy Mancs. See you later. Bye. Bitch.